Hi, this is Paletpc and this is my October update. I'm going to start out with skill building. I chose one of the free chatelaine projects, Fly Agaric, and I stitched it on a small piece of fabric, and I just wanted to see what stitching one of Martina's patterns would be like. The only specialty stitch on this one was an eyelet. There was a bit of back stitching and there is some beading. I did enjoy doing this project, and I don't know what I will do with the finished object, but it did come out pretty nice. And it was a good skill builder on getting familiar with how a chatelaine project is completed. The other skill I've been working on is doing blackwork and back stitching, so I chose one of the sample projects from Blackwork Made Easy by Leslie Wilkins. That flower on the left is in the wrong spot. I had to rip that out and move it over. But I really like the way this came out. It was very simple to do, but it looks very detailed and pretty when it's finished. This project is a geometric pattern from Tam's Creations, and it just really looks like a complicated project when you get it completed, but the geometric setup of it makes it very easy to see if you've gone wrong because everything lines up with something else. So if you're off by a single stitch, things will not line up. So this was also a good skill builder in Blackwork. I started a small project in the linen cashel that I had purchased, and I do not like working with linen. The counting is extremely tedious, so it makes the stitching very slow for me. I had lots of small to medium finishes. This first one is a gift finish, and it has gone to the recipient, so I'm able to share it with you. I have a much larger finish that I did that still hasn't been mailed out, so I won't be able to show that one until the recipients receive it. This one went to a dear friend of mine. She's a fan of the Golden Girls, and I bought this off of Etsy, and it was a quick stitch. I changed some of the finishing. I did their jewelry and buttons with beads. I thought it would be great to have gold beads as her gold jewelry. And I also did Rose's buttons with some pearl beads and Dorothy's earrings with crystals so they look like diamonds. Saturday I went out shopping and I picked up this small penguin kit. I thought he was really cute. It's an artiste kit from Hobby Lobby, but the fabric was really tightly woven and it was very hard to get the needle through. I probably won't buy any more of those types of kits. It was very difficult to complete. But he is cute. I'm not a big toy knitter, but when I was at the bookstore, I picked up a knitting magazine from the UK and it had a free kit in it. And the free kit was also a penguin. So I stitched him up. I knit him up on Saturday. It took about 5 or 6 hours to complete him, and he came out adorable. And of course, I started some new things, and I did get some work done on one of my whips. I started the Awesome Autumn by Lynn Nicoletti. It's the one I started out on the linen, which I quickly put aside, and I'm now stitching it on hand-dyed fabric from Picture This Plus. The colorway is Days Gone By, and it's stitching up much faster, and I really like this pattern. It looks very autumnal. The color combinations that she chose really work well together. It's coming out really pretty. I'm enjoying it. There's more back stitching and or blackwork, if you want to call the leaves and pumpkins that. I got back to my 26 stitches by the drawn thread. I had completed through O. I also completed the specialty stitches. This could also be in the skill building section. I completed the specialty stitches on J, K, L, M, N, O. And I did the frames and the letters for P through U. So this is nearly done. Only 6 more squares. I charted Wickerbottom from the game Don't Starve. She's my favorite character to play. So I decided that I wanted to stitch her up. So I charted her and I began stitching her as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the black all around her or not. I may do a small area of black around her face when I complete it. It depends on how she looks when I finish stitching just her face. I also started my Prairie School alphabet. I'm on A. A is for anchor. The colorway 3371 that I have came from 2 different dye lots, but I really like the way the color changed in the top square where the anchor is and the anchor itself. I am also in search of some patterns by Neocraft. The Neocraft website shows that they do not send out mail order. You can't order it online. So if anybody knows where I can find any of these patterns, please let me know in the comments below. Saturday I went out shopping. I went to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and Barnes & Noble. This is a shot from Hobby Lobby. They have tons of new kits. This is our Barnes & Noble, lots of magazines and craft books. And this is my haul. I bought picture frames, magazines, thread, and this is a 1, 2, 3 stitch order that came in. I will be starting some red work projects, so I've picked several different red threads to give a try and see which ones I want to use for this project. And then Snowy River, one of my favorite movies. I had to get that colorway because it reminds me of the movie Snowy River. I swatched the red threads that I have to see which ones I might use, and I've chosen 321 and 326 in the 6-strand DMC floss. I also found a perfect stackable box for my specialty threads and my cones. I received an order from Santoro, London. I bought myself a gorgeous curl, and the magnets are adorable.